everyone, hope you all are doing great. And by the way, I am perfectly fine, Alhamdulillah. So, guys, when we talk about gemstones in jewelry, most people immediately visualize the bright blues of turquoise, the soft glow of pearls, or the deep greens of emerald. But today, we're diving into a world that is far more artistic, more unpredictable, and more expressive than any natural gemstone palette you have seen. Welcome to the mesmerizing universe of dyed agate necklace design, a world where nature's raw beauty meets human creativity. And together they form patterns, colors, textures so extraordinary that a weaver often refused to believe these are real stones. In this video, we're not just discussing dyed agate, we're stepping into its chemistry, its history, and transformation, its emotional storytelling, and the secret design trend that jewelry makers really reveal. Dyed agate is one of the most misunderstood materials in jewelry. While some people think it is simply a colored stone, the reality is that dyed agate carries an entire universe inside it. Each piece starts as a naturally banded agate, full of layers, tunnels, and crystalline pathways created over millions of years. When dye is introduced, it flows into those microscopic pathways like rivers sinking into ancient valleys. What emerges is not just color, it is geological painting, a piece of natural art enhanced to reveal the layers nature kept hidden. Designers secretly love dyed agate because it gives them something no other gemstones offer: total creative freedom. You can choose neon, pastel, ocean, or the cosmic, smoky, or rainbow color palettes. Yet none of them look fake, they look alive. This is the power of dyed agate. One of the most unique and lesser known style is the gradient band dyed agate necklace. These designs use stones that shift from one color intensity to another across each band. For example, a bead may start with the deep midnight blue core, slowly softening into an icy silver outer layer. Designers achieve this because by soaking agate slices for different intervals so that inner bands absorb more dye than the outer layers. So when these beads are strung together, the necklace looks like a color journey. From dawn to dusk, from ocean depth to ocean surface, or from dark storm clouds into clear sky. So this technique is rarely talked about because it requires experience and a deep understanding of agate's natural band geometry. One of the most visually striking direct effects is called storm wind pattern. In this style, the stone's initial cracks and microfractures are intentionally enhanced. During the dyeing process, a second more intense color is injected into these fractures, allowing it to run through the stone like lightning. Imagine a black agate bead with electric turquoise veins or a magenta stone with metallic gold cracking through it. These stone veins create dramatic high contrast necklaces that look like natural lighting storms trapped inside gemstone. So this category is extremely rare because it requires a very specific types of agate that naturally crack without breaking. And only a handful of artisans actually know how to dye the veins without weakening the stone. Another category that people rarely hear about is cosmic dye infusion agate, where the stones are dyed in swirling layered tones resembling galaxies and nebula clouds. Jewelers often use a try-dye technique, or one dye penetrates deep into the core, another stays in the mud layer, and the third remains near the surface. So when polished, the bead shows cosmic clouds, gas-like swirls, and planetary rings. So these designs are often used for spectral, celestial themed necklaces, and they pair beautifully with tiny gold spacer beads, giving the necklace a universe in miniature aesthetic. These pieces feel like a wearable astronomy. One of the most admired yet lesser known design style is the raw edge dyed agate slice necklace. So these necklaces use thin slices of dyed agate where the outer rim remains in its rough form. The contrast between the polished center and the untouched natural edge creates a breathtaking balance of refinement and rigid beauty. Designers often arrange multiple slices in cascading forms, creating a fan-shaped statement necklace. The raw edges shine especially in hot pink, forest green, smoky purple, or deep ocean blue. This trend is gaining popularity among modern bohemian designers because it looks luxurious but feels like the ungrounded. Now move to the rarest processing technique, which is dual tone dyeing. So where each bead contains two contrasting dye color, this is done by dipping half the stone in one dye and the other half in another, followed by heat infusion. The result is a bead that has two distinctive personalities. One side may be emerald green while the other side is soft lilac. When strung in alternating sequences, the necklace shifts color depending on the wing angle. This design looks extremely high-end because it plays the contrast, harmony of movement in ways static gemstone cannot. So yeah guys, that's all for today's amazing collection. If you like this amazing collection, do subscribe the channel BP Shine. And if you want jewelry that stand out, speaks loudly and captures the imagination, Dyed Agate is a gemstone that transforms ordinary design into extraordinary art. Stay connected with me, enjoy your life.